What is shakin', Internet? This is Seltz bringing you the last of the How to Tank LFR for Dummies series. Yes, this is the 8th boss of the Dragon Soul raid instance, and the final in this series. I'm sure I'll do more when more LFR comes out, but... So, this is the Madness of Deathwing, aka the last boss in Dragon Soul, the 8th boss, the tentacle boss, the incredibly too long boss. So I'm just going to kind of cover the highlights because this is very, very repetitive. So, starting off, there's 4 different platforms, but they all kind of act the same as far as tanking goes. So, first things first, this tentacle, this corruption is going to spawn behind you. There's not too much to do about this, but let me go ahead and tell you. Basically, main tank it, it's fine, and he will do a move called Impale. Impale does a significant amount of damage, and it gives you a debuff that you can't get rid of, that increases the next Impale's damage by 100%. So, as soon as Impale goes off, you want the off tank to taunt off of you, because if the second Impale hits you, it probably will kill you, unless you're pretty well geared or you pop cooldowns, know when to pop cooldowns. It will kill you in the normal one, but in LFR it probably... It's debatable. Just better to do it as soon as you see that Impale, taunt off. And that's all there is to it. You should have two Impales at most, and that's all there is to this. The Elementium Bolt drops down, but you really don't have to worry about that. There's nothing to tank on it, so tanks don't worry about the Elementium Bolt. You kill the corruption, and you're good. Then damage the tentacle. Oh, but there is one more thing that's going to happen here, and that's hemorrhage. Hemorrhage spawns these little fire things, and you want to tank them immediately, but try and tank them close to the DPS so that melee DPS can get them. They really don't do terribly much damage, but DPS does need to switch to them because they will continuously heal up and do more damage and just be bad in general. But that's pretty much all you need to do as far as tanking goes on all of them. That is the majority of the fight for every single platform. Corruption tentacle in the back, just taunt off as soon as the other tank gets impaled, you taunt off. Hemorrhages, just grab them, and that's normal. Just grab them and let's go. But that's pretty much it as far as the general consensus of these platforms goes. I will go ahead and kind of cover the platforms real quick. The first one that we did was the green platform, the Ysera, and she gives you that little buff that you can click on, and it gives you 50% reduced damage. So it's a nice little cooldown, but you really don't need it as a tank. I mean, and maybe on Impale if somebody doesn't taunt, but otherwise it doesn't matter. So there we go. Doing the exact same thing here. Now we're on the yellow platform, the Nosdormu platform. He gives you, I think, a haste buff? I don't remember. I don't know what the difference between the platforms is, to be perfectly honest. Most of them, anyway. Green gives you the little buff to remove damage, reduce damage 50% for 10 seconds or something like that. Yellow gives you, I think, a haste buff. Red gives you a health buff. Red gives you like 20% more health, and that's awesome. And blue gives you extra damage. And like once you beat them, you lose that ability or something weird. I don't know. Maybe it's only on their platform. I can't remember. It doesn't matter in LFR. Don't worry about it. So I'm going to go ahead and... Okay, I'm going to go ahead and skip forward now, and we'll come back to it in just 1 minute. Alright, so we're back. I'm going to go ahead and cover the last platform here. It's the only one of real interest in LFR. This is the blue platform, and the only reason it's blue is because I think after you kill the red dragon, at the end of this, it's pretty much the same, so I'm just going to kind of cover it real quick. But at the end of this, when you're fighting the tentacle and he casts Cataclysm and you have to stop him, what you're doing there is you want to single target the blistering tentacles. Like, so there's tentacles, the big tentacle is there, like the wing tentacle or whatever, and he creates all these blistering tentacles below him, and what you have to do is single target those things because AoE abilities they don't damage them at all. And here you can see the Elementium Bolt coming down. Like I said, you don't have to worry about it as a tank, so don't even bother with it. But as soon as we kill this corruption, we'll see it. We'll kill this corruption, then we're gonna switch over to the hemorrhage is gonna come along. I don't know what's going on. I'm waiting for it. Maybe I should cut it a little bit later. But okay, so it's dead, and hemorrhage is gonna show up in just a minute. But we're gonna go ahead and damage this tentacle, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. So we're killing it, we're killing it, we're killing it, and is hemorrhage gonna show first, or is the blistering tentacles? Yeah, probably hemorrhage. So as you can see, I'm actually looking backwards, and I'm watching for those red spots. Perfect. And I wait for them, and I, boom, tank them. Done. You don't have to worry about it. It's like, it's very easy to grab them if you're back here at all. And there you go. So these are the blistering tentacles that I was talking about. You want to single target these because they don't AoE them, so you might as well just single target them. You're not doing a ton of damage, so you can kill it while your DPS is actually focusing on the tentacle. You can help out with the blistering tentacles. I like to do that just to be nice. Okay, so let's see. You're gonna go ahead and kill this one tentacle, and this is the 4th one. So after you kill the 4th platform, you're gonna have to go back to the original platform, the green platform with this arrow. And I'm gonna go ahead and cover that real quick. So here we go. Kill the tentacle, to the tentacle, and boom, it's dead. So now we go over to the green platform, and I'm gonna show you phase 2. So here's Deathwing. He's gonna be doing amazing stuff. Do a little bit more damage while you're waiting, and then boom, here come the Elementium tentacles. This is really hard to tank. Your best bet is to spam all of your AoE abilities that you can, and just grab anything you can. They don't do a ton of damage, but they will do shrapnel. As you can see, shrapnel does this, and if anybody gets shrapnel on them, they should use that green button to reduce 50%. Like, I should probably use it right there, but I'm a tank, so I don't really care. It doesn't do enough damage, I would think, to worry about it too much. But yeah, as you can see here, it's not too bad. And oh, Elementium Terrors are down. So there's 2 Elementium Terrors here. Main tank should get 1. Off tank should grab the other. And there you go. Standing in the yellow thing is actually a good thing. So I think it either increases your haste or something like that. Doesn't matter. But either way, so I'm tanking both of them. Am I? No, I think the other guy's tanking one of them. But either way, the main tank should be tanking one, and off tank should be taking the other one. And that is how you're going to beat those things. They hit really hard, so you need to get them off DPS as soon as possible. And then you just go back to killing Deathwing, and that's all there is to this. Really, is a very simple fight. Yeah, I'm telling him to drag Ags to Deathwing. It's nicer to bring the Elementium Terrors to Deathwing because then you can do more damage on it. Either way, just watch for the tentacles. Deadly boss mods, if you haven't figured out already, I like to use deadly boss mods, and it's really nice. It's very nice just to tell you that, oh, Elementium fragments are coming up. Oh, okay, grab the tentacles, and there you go. And see, I just kind of hit them once or twice. Nobody really focuses any of these, so you just want to grab them as much as possible. I try and find the most dense area, and then just use all my AoE's abilities on that. But either way, that's pretty much it. And here come the Elementium Terrors. I need to grab them. They come down like little meteors, and then boom. Grab this one. Okay, I'll grab this one. And I'm going to try and drag him over here. Deathwing's pretty much dead, and that is phase 2. As far as tanking goes, super simple. Here we go, and boom. Follow Deathwing, you're done. End of story, and that is how you tank LFR. Hopefully, you guys have enjoyed this series, and I really hope that it has helped somebody. I know that at least the earlier videos have helped some people. Hopefully these later videos help people too. But either way, you guys enjoy, and as always, you keep it salty, internet.